What does Toronto do well that y'all need to focus on?
They're a good team. We played at home because there's a couple of problems out wide. Obviously we had Julinko and Altidore playing. Luckily enough, one of them won't be playing at the weekend. Hopefully both. They're a strong side. They've got good individual players all over the field. Julinko alone can turn the game outside by himself. Got good players coming forward. Arlo, Van der Wiel. They're a strong side. Their league position this year and the form this year probably doesn't suggest what a good side they are. But if you look back to the last couple of years, they're a real strong team. They just have had an indifferent year. It's going to be different for us going up there. We know what to expect from the last game. It's always been a ding-dong encounter between the two of us. We're going up there with something to play for, and hopefully we can make it fun.
Chris, you mentioned, I remember I asked you during All-Star Week that playing for Tata is kind of like playing total football, and that players enjoy it, and that you even notice the guys from other teams coming into Atlanta, and they just kind of fit in right away. Tata is leaving, but will that philosophy remain here in Atlanta, in your opinion?
I'd assume it would, yeah. I don't think that you can come in and put your football and philosophy down and the front office go and look for a new manager and have to scrap that whole thing that we've built up so far. I think that's from top to bottom of the whole club. I think that's the football that everybody wants to play at the club. I think that was the whole idea of when we brought Tata in. That was the way that football should be played and the way that everybody wants to see football being played. It's fun to watch. It's not tactically boring. It's we want to go and win every single game, and he sets us up in formations and different tactical ways to go and win a football game, not just by the one goal, but to play free-flowing football, fast attacking, counter-attacking at times. And I don't see the club going too far away from that with the next manager that's brought in. We've done so well to get to this point, and with the players that we have and the style that we play. You just hope that the next person to come in just continues that on and carries on what we've built up so far, and hopefully brings some more success to the club.
From a personal point of view, what will be kind of the thing that you remember the most about playing under him?
Yeah, just demands really of how he wants to play, and the demands in training every day. I've been around managers that are totally different to Tata. You come in and you can just play little games, but everything that Tata does is geared towards a match day. So each week there's new sessions. You never did the same sessions twice. It's physically demanding, it's mentally challenging, which I find really good because you can't afford that lapse in concentration in training or in a game where you need to kind of be switched on totally for the whole game and the whole session. And it's enjoyable to have a world-class manager like him come in and give you his ideas on how he thinks football should be played compared to other people. But it's just been an enjoyable experience, and hopefully we can reward him and reward the club and the fans with some silverware come the end of the season.
When your signing was announced, Martino hadn't been announced as manager, so you were coming into a club and you didn't know who was going to be your coach. Did that worry you at all? How does that impact a player? Because I'm sure Atlanta United's going to have more signings coming down the pipe that may be announced before a manager is announced.
Yeah, it's a difficult kind of situation sometimes when you're brought in. You don't really know where you're going to stand. I mean, you could be brought in first and the club want you, but the manager comes in and has his own kind of ideas on who he wants bringing in and what kind of player he wants to fit a system and shape. But it was at the time, it was just a new challenge, a new experience for me that I was excited to take up. And I knew I was signing without a manager, but that's purely down to you to adapt to the manager coming in, to adapt to how he wants to play. And probably did take me a while to adapt to that and get used to playing in a different style of football and different way of playing football compared to the English game. But as I said, it's been nothing but enjoyable for me. And, I settled in over here. I'm enjoying it here. It's fantastic to get to work with such a good coach and obviously see his ideas day to day. And as I said, it'll be fantastic if we can sign off on a positive note for him, but not only for him, but for the amount of hours of work we put in on a daily basis and throughout the season, how hard we've worked. It'll be fantastic to bring home some silver.
part of the team's mentality this week? And I think you've said in the past that you've played in promotion playoff type games. Is the mentality this week kind of, is it that similar kind of level with what's at stake?
Yeah, we all know there's a lot at stake. We know that, this is like a real high pressure game, but the one thing you can't lose sight of is that you need to play the game, not the occasion. I think maybe in New York we got caught up in the whole occasion of it being such a big game. We need to win this, we can't lose this. Things went wrong, but if there is a message, it's just play the game. It's another game. Don't play the occasion, because you play the occasion, you get caught up in everything. And, maybe your feelings can spill over and you get kind of emotional in the game or frustrated in the game. And all week going into the Chicago game, Tata was saying, you only need one goal. Not to concede, just score one goal, whether it be the first minute or the 90th minute, that's all we need. And, we've got to keep patient and, know what we're good at doing and try to work them openings and, hopefully take the win.
So you guys haven't beaten Toronto, they haven't beaten you guys, you keep tying 2-2. I know you guys are all aware of that. That's almost bizarre, in a league in 2 seasons that every score ends 2-2. How are you guys even approaching that? Do you guys talk about it? Is it kind of
it's just
funny?
one of them funny things that we've had the opportunity twice at home, and they've scored late on in the game at home. But the year before that, it was as I said, Giovinco's got that bit of quality. You can turn the game. He scored a fantastic free kick that night. And we've been unlucky. We've had chances in the home games and in the away games where we took the lead up there as well to and kill the game off. Maybe we just need to be, as I said, more patient in certain parts of the game when we're on top, in certain spells, maybe take that extra pass and be more clinical when we have the opportunities to go and score. But ultimately it's down to us. We have it all to play for. We're champing at the bit to get out there and to get the win, to bring home the shield. But won't be an easy game, but I feel like we've got a lot to play for, and if we set out right and start quick, hopefully we can get the win over the distance.
Go ahead. Have you guys talked about what the weather's going to be like when you play there? Because it's going to be like this apparently, but colder.
Yeah, I mean,
your kind of weather.
Yeah, we all know what it's going to be. What the weather's going to be like. I mean,
does it impact? I guess does it impact? That kind of what you guys.
You just got to take that as part and parcel of what you're going to get when you go up there. I don't think you can worry too much about the weather. At the end of the day, you're going to have to play the game, whether it's hell, rain, or whatever. It's got to be played, and we just got to focus on, as I said, what we need to do. We need to go there and win. At the end of the day, that's all we're going to go there and try to do. Forget about everything else that could affect what happens. But as I said, so long as we get that goal, or however many goals we need to score, as long as we come back with that shield, that's all that matters.
Early this season, Greg talked about having the chemistry last year you had with Emil on the left-hand side, how vital that made it. And you spent a lot of time in the left this year with sometimes a rotating cast in front of you. How much work's gone into for you to make sure you have that chemistry with whoever steps in there so y'all can be an effective duo?
Yeah, I mean, it's been difficult with people to rotate and switch, and sometimes you find yourself out there on your own in a back five. But I'm not going to complain too much. I mean, Ezekiel came in there last week, and I thought he had a fantastic game last Saturday against Chicago. He was real good on the ball and off the ball, but in a real good shift. And no matter who's out there, you just got to do your part for a team, do as best you can, and try to create openings and opportunities when they arise for you, to be solid defensively when you're out of possession. But it's just one of them things. When you're playing, you got to adapt to what happens in each and every game. What players are available, and what injuries are there. But for me, it's been enjoyable playing there, and with Greg back as well, it gives him another option. George came in, he did fantastically well the other week as well. So the manager's got a couple of options if he wants to switch formation and play around with it. And he's got some good talent. It's just you just got to keep working hard for the team.